Alright, hey guys, my name's CJ and we're back with more Detention for the PC walkthrough. And we're now in chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2. And so, let's get straight into it. So I think we have to go this way. Alright, so, I think in this chapter there's only one more enemy that we face, and then for chapters 3 and 4 there's no other enemies. So our flagpole stand. The ropes keep knocking on the poles, making a noise. Yes. So let's go this way. Yeah, and so there's we only face one enemy in this chapter, and that is the Lantern Spectre, which we will see very soon. But this game is this chapter right here is probably the one with the most horror. Let me go this way. This one is probably the one with the most horror. There's an altar. Ooh. Here's the first note. There are 3 notes to collect in this chapter. Illustration: Hi Bai Wu Chang. Illustration: Hi Bai Wu Chang. Black and white. What the hell does it say? I can't read that. Impermanence, I think that is. According to legends, there are 2 ancient officials. During a routine inspection, misfortune befell them, and they perished trying to protect one another. The Lord of the Dead, seeing their loyalty, appointed them the duty of the messengers of death. It was then that people who died. It was them that people who died would see them. No, sorry, it was then that people who died would see them arrive to claim their souls. So there's 3 notes, and we get the last one very later on. You can save your game here. I'm not going to save my game just yet, although it would be wise to. And here's the door we have to go through. Two figures are carved on the door. These are supposed to be the be guardians, but they look more like the Hai Bai Wu Chang. The hands look like they should be holding something. What could they be missing? Alright, so we need a wooden token. It looks like a wooden bat that we need for this thing, but it's a wooden token. And we need a feathered fan for this. And we get those a little bit later. We get the one quicker than the other. So let's go this way. Yeah, this game, this chapter involves like a lot more puzzles to do, I would say. A puppet theater on a hand-drawn cart. During summer break, the boys in class would use this as their battle tank. Unfortunately, they quickly broke the wheels. There's something on here. There's a note. Lantern Spectre. There we go. So there is the note. Illustration: Lantern Spectre. An illustration of the Lantern Spectre. If you chance upon a Lantern Spectre or a Lantern Spirit, avert your gaze and stand unmoving. When it comes near, still your breath and do not panic, and it will keep on moving. So you have to look away, hold your breath, and do not move at all. So that was pretty easy. We already got 2 of the 3 that we need. No, 2 out of the 3 notes that we need. And we don't find the 3rd one until much later. This is a very creepy room, this. The glass beakers here are from our biology class. They are each holding puppets inside. Creepy. And you can see there's a whole bunch of puppets hung to the ceiling here. A large mass of puppets hanging from the ceiling. And there's a furnace. Don't know why that's doing that. A brick furnace. I remember back then Mom said she burned spirit money to bless our health and good fortune. I always thought of it as closer to dealing with the devil. Alright, so we need spirit money to be able to get something from there. We actually get the feathered fan from that furnace. People are shouting outside. So we need to get. So you can't actually go through this door. The door is locked from the other side. So we need to get spirit money. I agree with that said. We find spirit money down here, I think. This place is very creepy. One of the creepiest places in the game. A kneeling figure with a wooden token on its back. Sorry about that. Can't really tell who it is with the hood on its head. Why don't you ask him? He looks well enough to be alive. Look at him. Or it, a kneeling figure. There's some blood on its hood. Yes. And this is not an altar for praying, by the way. The temple's divine incense burner, that's what it is. Before we pray, Mom always lights 3 incense sticks. She tells the gods her name and birthplace, then launches into a spiritual drivel. She often lays her many problems and wishes upon them. Why does she not tell a real person? Instead, they fall upon an invisible god. Yeah. It's very tough back then. Another kneeling figure. Who are these supposed to be? Oh wait, I want to see these. What kind of criminals do they lock up here? Bad ones, right? Bad ones. Alright, so go here. This door you cannot go through. It is locked. And pick up this item. Spirit money. So there we go. Like, look, you can see it. It's locked. A metal door. It's locked. And you see, it is gone. But if we go through here, see that? That was creepy. When I saw that, that was flippin' terrifying. So yeah, a lot of these, we'll come back for this dude later. But right now, we can't do anything at the moment. So, go back in here. We need to burn the spirit money that we got from the basement. And none of these puppets are creepy. Alright. Drag and drop the spirit money in here. Oh, otherworldly spirits, I offer the spirit money to ask for your protection. The fire went out. The furnace has suddenly gone cold. Is something in there? How can this be? It should have been reduced to ashes if it was inside. Yeah. And there's the feathered fan that we needed to get. Alright, now be careful when going through here. Stand only over here. This is the closest that you can get. Hold your breath and move. This is probably the closest that you can get. If you move any closer than this, you are dead. These things will drag you up and kill you within a matter of seconds. Alright, so hold breath and go. This is basically just like dealing with the lingard. Okay. Oh, that is. Oh, it's a horse racing. It's a horse racing. It's a hot racing. I can't talk. I forget what I have to do next. Well, I don't really forget. I just don't know where to go next because this place is very confusing. I'm gonna save my game. Okay. So we're not actually gonna do anything with these yet. I think we just have to go up into one of the rooms, and some of my favorite puzzles are in this chapter. Especially one that we have to do later. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this is where we need to be. You can't actually go up here. This is for the roof. You need the roof key to get there. Roots are growing out of the seams. The door is completely blocked. This one as well. Look at it. A pungent mossy smell permeates. Let's go in here. Okay, this is the media room or something. The film in the media room is being projected from here. Our military education class often played political propagandas. The instructor always has a million things to say about whatever happens in the film. Ah, crap. Are there any other films I can play? Yes, we need to get another film for this thing. Which we find on the roof. Okay, let's go this way. And in here. This room is very, very creepy. You can see it just plays this. Just a whole bunch of faces on the screen here. It's very, very creepy. Alright. An unmarked grave embedded in the middle of the room. Shouldn't be anything buried underneath. There are some incense sticks here. Unlit incense sticks, sorry. Take incense. And check that out. Item received, incense. Alright, so we got that. The grave of Wei Chung Ting. Alright, Wei, he already... Yeah. Is the legacy of the deceased always just a mere rock? Not always, but most of the times, yes. I flippin' hate when my nose is like this. Alright, so you can go this way, and you see these? You can go all the way to the side of the screen here, but you can't really do anything over there. Alright. Just being very careful. Alright, so stand here. When this lantern goes over you or just touches you, hold your breath and do not move. So there. He will lean over you like that, and he stays there for quite some time. So you need to hold your breath as late as possible, or else he will grab you and kill you with one hit. Okay? Very, very creepy and very dangerous. So if you looked at him while holding your breath, he will grab you. If you looked away but you didn't hold your breath, he will grab you and then kill you without any trouble. Okay, the incense burner should be here. Never mind, it's not here. I think it's in the basement. It's so confusing because I can't remember where everything is. And the ambience in this game is flippin' amazing. Reminds me of Silent Hill a little bit. Yeah, so it's here because we have to. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so take the incense, if I can get them, thank you. I do as Mom does with the incense in hand, ignoring the kinds of prayers and she prefer. I ask the gods only for a way to live as myself. Did you hear that? What was that sound? I had to come back this way. And this thing is opened. The prison gate is open. The wood token on the statue's back is loose. It's just a body, not a statue. It'd be crazy to think that it's a statue, because it's not. It's an actual body. Okay. So now we need to go back to that door and put the stuff that we got in their hands. So that we can get through there. Rightio. So this one goes in this one's hand. The feathered fan goes in this dude's hand. The one with the long tongue. A chill air drifts inward. Go through. A statue. A copper statue of the president. It can be seen from almost anywhere in school. I highly doubt everywhere because, you know, buildings, hello. Or anywhere basically, because, you know, buildings and, jeez, bikes. I really hope I was not picking up with a microphone. But we're outside there for a second, if you couldn't tell. Right. There's a phone over here. Oh, my soul. Come on, people, it's lockdown. You shouldn't be riding your bikes and stuff. Alright, so you can't really do anything with this phone just yet. So there isn't, I think there's an achievement that you can get if you dial a certain tone. So like 1, 1, hello. And 0. Or something like 9. Hello. 911. You can't really do anything with that, but I think that one of those gives you an achievement. There's nothing important on the bookshelves. It looks like eyes. This cabinet looks familiar. There's a key inside, and the roof key we have. Alright, so let's go out. I think there's going to be a lantern spectre over here. Yeah. Turn around. This gets me so nervous when I have to deal with these guys. But my 2 favorite chapters are coming up, which is 3 and 4. They do not have any enemies, which is amazing. So I can just do the walkthrough, no problem, after this. This is, I think, the music room. Question mark? Yeah. This is one of the best puzzles in the game. I feel like. In the middle of the room hangs a birdcage. A puppet lies locked inside. Oops. It's got a hood on. I've never seen this style before. Yeah, okay. So we have to clickety click on these. So yeah, you have to do a puzzle on this thing. These from here to here are the only ones that work, or the only ones that you can press, but these two ones you cannot, they make no noise. Okay, it's just these ones with what looks like blood on them make noise. So we'll get some clues on that a bit later on. Okay, this is the hallway light switch. All right. Coolios. Broadcasting room. A large 8-track player. It's usually used for school broadcasts. The power's connected. Do I just need an 8-track tape in? Or do I need to stick an 8-track tape in? This should be used to switch the tracks. Each tape usually has 4 tracks recorded on it. Okay, so see there's 4 right there. Man, I hate winter. There are faces in there, in this tree. Weird. Okay. So to get the 8-track, we have to step outside. And go through here. I'm just gonna go through here first, and then I'll go through there. Examine this. This scene is it trying to remind me of something? It is a puppet scene. A pair of mannequin hands. Is it set up for a puppet play? Yes. So take note of that. We can't actually do anything with that right now, but we will need to come back here. Alright, so grab this. This will be the 8-track. 8-track tape. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. So go back inside. I'm not inside. I'm just gonna do some things before I go back in. Or maybe, yeah. I'll go back inside and do this puzzle first. I don't think it really matters which order you do it in, as long as you get it done. Ooh, the lights went out. No, you can't actually go in. It's too dark to see anything. So let's switch on the lights. You have to be quick after you switch on the lights. I am flickering these lights. You can't actually go out. There we go. Move. There'll be a light inspector right here. Hold your breath. Now I think he disappears when he gets to about here. I'm getting blurry. What's up, man? You good? Alright. So he gone. Now we can... Is this the room? Yeah, it's the room, okay. I have to stick the 8-track tape in this thing. Okay, not the right track. Can you guys hear that? It's pretty quiet. Yeah, right, so go to the fourth one. We need to go to the fourth one. You hear that? That's what we need to play on the piano back there. So there are 9 tracks, or 9 keys. And what's nice is you can go out here, and you can still hear it. It's louder here as well. So listen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so memorize it, because once you come in here, you cannot hear it anymore. Okay. So just stand outside there, listen, and when you think you've got it, come back in here and try and play it. Or you can just look at what I'm about to do. So, you have to click these, and then back down. So it's gonna be like this. Like that. A middle sound comes from somewhere in the room. So there you go. We just solved this puzzle. That was a bit weird and really freaky. The cage door is open. Inside is a puppet. Take it out? Yes. And there's a disembodied hand right there. A detached, twisted hand. Fingerprints completely rubbed off. Fingerprints. Right. So we have that puppet. And I don't think there's any Lincoln that we have to face. I think it's just the land inspectors that we have to face this time. Which I have no complaints about. I prefer the land inspectors to the Lincoln. They're easier to pass. And they're creepy looking. I love creepy stuff. Right, so let's go back inside here. This actually I think leads to the doors were unlocked. Yeah, it leads back to inside. Go up. And now we need to go on the roof. Because that's where the gate's locked. That's where we find the film reel. Everyone hates having a stuffy nose because then I can't talk properly. So there's us right there, you see that? Pretty creepy. But not as creepy as what's gonna happen next. So just pay attention to like the right-ish side of the screen. Basically where this is. So to the right of the screen, just pay attention because of what's gonna happen. See that? That was pretty weird. Item received. Blood-stained film. We found this on top of the red house. So let's go back down. Don't want to stay here for much longer. I hate that sound that's playing in the background. sounds like people are constantly banging on stuff here. Okay, if my inventory, thank you. So we need to pick this one. I wonder what's contained on the phone. So now we need to go into the media room. This isn't the media room, by the way. I can't remember what this room's called. I don't know. Go, Night Inspector. Yeah, smell me. I smell good, don't I? And breath. I think the guy's a little bit of a pervert. He likes smelling girls. A lot of them do. So 0 2 5 1 2 1. And it just repeats like that. 0 2 5 1 2 1. Feel free to write this down because we have to go back to the place where we got the phone. But I just click plug. Okay. We have to put it in the phone. This school is big, like it's huge. I don't think any school will be this big. Not even my school is this big. I can't forget where the room is. Was it there or was it down here? Oh, I got a little bit of a lag there. No, okay. This way. I don't think it's this room, but I'm hoping it's this room. No, okay. Right, so let's just go out. No. I don't think I've been here. No. What did we have? There were eyeballs there for a second. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. And now this is all covered in house talismans. I don't think they were, well, they were covered in protective talismans. I don't think they were here before. So, remember the phone number? Well, the number 025121. So, I have to pick up, okay, yeah. So pick this up. 0 2 The hell? 2, 5. 1, 2, 1. There we go. Miss Fang, your country appreciates your assistance. Pretty weird. Pretty creepy. What's left is only the dial tone. Right, so you can't really do anything here. You have to sit right here and wait for this thing to come in. That looks really freaky. It's got like a weird thing on its back. Oops. That was a bit weird. And look over here. Military police puppet. So we now need to go back to where the puppet play was, with the mannequin hands. To get the basement key. Okay, let's go here and go to the puppet scene. And place puppets on the hands. Place this puppet on this hand. And this one on this hand. So yeah, that thing shoots that. A visceral scene. Is what's coming out blood? Why am I being shown this violent scene? I didn't think a real bullet would come out of that gun. There's even the smell of gunpowder. Strange. Pick up the key. A key for the puppet's body. Basement key. Cool beans. Let's go back. I hate going down into the basement. It is the creepiest, probably the creepiest of all of these places. Remember that door that we couldn't get open? We have to use the key on that, where we found the spirit money. Man, I really hate this place. It's locked. Not for long. It's unlocked. I hate sniffing. I hate sniffing while I'm recording, especially because you guys can hear it. Click knuckles. Very satisfying. So we have to go this way. I hate how quiet it is here. Check this out. Wei, thanks for doing this for me. Not at all. I'm always willing to help if you ask. Simp. Though I'm sorry to have to do to drag you all the way here to my classroom. It's okay. My classroom has has individual studies now, and it'd be a bother if we were there. Sorry about that, guys. You're sure nobody else knows about these meetings, right? Of course, miss. Absolutely not. One thing, though, this booklet is quite sensitive in material. Please be careful with it. Yes, thanks for the reminder. I know reading these books could be trouble, but it should be our freedom to pursue knowledge, right? Yeah, I'm with you on that. In fact, I think Miss Yin also said something like that before. I think you're just like her. You're both courageous and talented. Why the hell? You think we're alike? I can't compare to her anyways. She's a principal's daughter, and they're known to be a family of successful scholars. Please, can I speak? Brain. Like, send words to my mouth before I speak. It's okay. I believe she thinks highly of you. I remember she gave your work a nice compliment once. She said, "Strengthen thy wings, the sky's the limit." Remember that? From chapter 1? She really said something like that? Hey, let me ask you a question. I see Miss Yin and Mr. Chang chat a lot. Do you maybe know what kind of relationship they have? And that's it. Right, so go this way, and there's the final note right here. Pick it up. A paper bag left behind by Wei. So this is the final note, but it's not actually a note. Book club reading list. That isn't the reading list. I've been weak, but you once told me the pen is mightier than the gun. So there we go. Ray, what did you do? She's walking very slowly here. I love this music. This music is flippin' brilliant. It's one of the best, some of the best music I've ever heard. Not really. I'm just saying it's very like atmospheric. Mirrors! Lots of mirrors in this room. I don't like mirrors. Especially when they're in horror games. Ooh, it's very quiet. Miss Yin? What are you doing here? Teacher always shows more concern for students who are a little rebellious. Remember what you did? What? Have you forgotten? Or do you not want to remember? Remember that? From chapter 1? In the mirror? You. Just a harmless piece of paper, right? Instead, I had to die. He had to die. And many other students had to die. Was it you? You just keep causing me trouble. You're driving me crazy. Sometimes when you trip up, you're never able to get back up again. It's true. How dare you? This is all because of you. You ruined everything. If you had a problem, why couldn't you have just come talk to me instead? Shut up. If you were gone, none of this would have happened. Damn, dude. All the mirrors are broken. If you weren't here, all would be well. Pretty deep story. It's gonna get even worse. I like this part, actually. Man, this music is amazing. such an atmospheric game. Justice Cheng Huang. Mom likes to bring all her worries and concerns to you, something I think is fruitless. But sometimes there's no one else to look to for help. My hands together in silent prayer, here are my questions. I, Fang Rei Shin, invoke your guidance. Ask about love. Will I be able to live a simple life with loved ones and family? Yin Po, the crying answer. Now the crying, you get different answers. The crying answer, the laughing answer, and the divine answer. The crying answer disagrees. He disagrees. The laughing answer is either maybe or he won't answer because you probably already know the answer to that. I'm not so sure about the laughing answer. It's the crying answer and the divine answer are no and yes. The divine answer is yes, like flat out. And laughing answer I'm not so sure about. Do not seek what cannot be. This is just a humble request. You can be so cruel. Then I also ask about prospects. Will I be able to live life by my choices and follow my heart down my own path? Yang Po, the laughing answer. So, I can only face reality obediently and wait until God knows when. Do I have any other choice? I also ask about family. Will my parents who quarrel and fight have a second chance together? Yang Po, the laughing answer. You cannot cry over spilt milk. Is that so? But that was my family, my mom and that person. We used to smile and laugh together. Do I ask for too much? Is life just a never-ending bitterness? Or is it all just me? Divine answer. So it is because of me. Yeah. It's pretty sad. Youth is hardly ever given a choice, pushed through the grind until the innocence fades away. I've become a wooden horse on the carousel of life, a jumbled mess of lifeless emotion. Infused with frantic energy, I spin ever faster. That's deep, man. Okay guys, so we're coming up to chapter 3, and from this point on there's basically no horror. It's just us unraveling the story, learning about the story, and it's pretty deep. Pretty deep. Pretty sad. I'm gonna save my game. Alright guys, so that's the end for chapter 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. And tell me what you guys want to see me do next. Like different games you guys want me to play, or different video ideas you guys want to see. Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one for chapter 3. I'm out.